Good morning. Jeffrey Friedman, Senior Commodity Broker, RJO Futures. Today, the 4th of March, really the first big week of March, and we have a lot of economic news coming out. But the word of the day, I always give you the word of the day, and I would have to say it is China, which is affecting stock index futures. And obviously, China's service industry showed a little pullback, and that's a big concern. So when China sneezes, everybody could catch a cold, and that's why we have the S&P future contract down 2 or 3. Remember, we are still in an uptrend. We'll review the technicals in a minute. Economic news coming out this week alone. One of the biggest ones will be Friday, non-farm payroll, and that's going to be kind of a critical thing to watch. We do have the Beige Book, which is information from the Fed on the economy throughout the United States. Remember, the biggest things that are on the docket that are not economic reports is spending cuts in America, and will Congress do anything about that, or will they all take an effect and they won't pull anything back? Europe's with the elections last week with Italy and their situation with cuts and who's going to stand strong and tall in Europe, and that was a negative. If you remember, in the last couple of days we bounced back in the stock index futures. Talking about bouncing back, let's take a look at the technicals real quick and very briefly. We obviously are in a sideways to uptrend. We are up about 4 to 5% from the highs. We were up 7%. Doesn't matter if you're looking at the NASDAQ, the Dow futures, or the S&P, or even the Russell, which is the small cap. Looking at the spread in between, you should probably want to concentrate on directional when it comes to those three, looking at the S&P because it has the most volume on a technical point of view. Have said that, looking at some of the numbers that we want to really crunch is we're around 1514. If we make a new high around 1530, that would be a breakout level, and momentum traders will probably jump on the bandwagon to buy. If we pull back all the way to 1472, that could be a trend change. So we have a lot of distance to pull back before we have a trend change. Remember, we did pull back to around 1482 and bounced off of that. So your 10-day moving average would be kind of critical for short-term traders, and of course 1468 would be critical for long-term traders. Conservative traders want to go with the trend's your friend, and aggressive traders might do counter-trend trading. So, have said that, always remember, trading futures or option of futures involves risk of loss, not suitable for everyone. You should be contacting me, Jeff Friedman, for any analysis that you'd like to discuss, fundamental, technical, in any of the markets. Good luck and good trading.